Okay, so you've run rider tracking and it didn't work out so well. As you can see, we tracked a hay bale or a bale on the side of the Supercross track instead of Ken Roczen. This is A2. If you try and record some Supercross stuff, there's so much stuff in the background, it can often be really difficult, especially since it's hard to sit in a spot or stand in a spot where you can get a perfect head-on recording or side-to-the-side recording of your rider. So we're going to show you how to correct some of this stuff that gets really tricky. And these are advanced options. If you want the root cause of it is just not being able to record, a good scene where the rider's in clear view. So I'm going to show you how to get here. You go to your asset or your analysis that didn't track well. You turn on edit mode, go to tracking, and then review, edit, rider tracking. So let's tap on that. And now we're looking at, here's the mistakes that we want to correct. So I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. The first thing is give our system a few hints. So go to the point where the rider is being tracked well. Let's go to the earliest point that you can, and let's tap on what I tapped on was this guy, this check mark. This is kind of a check mark to give us a hint that the rider tracking is accurate at that point. So I tapped on that, marked it as accurate, and then I'm going to go back because eventually, it starts working again. I'm going to tap this button again. Yes, rider tracking is accurate here. So now we kind of bracketed this area, and I'm just going to now I'm going to select this icon, and I'm going to draw a box around my rider, and it's going to correct in between those two things as best it can. So draw a box that's not too big, not too small. That'll be pretty good right there. I'd ideally like it to be a tiny bit smaller, and then let it track. It's going to track forward, tracks backwards. Did that work? And yeah, that fixed it. So now we're going back. I'm just going to review it one more time. So we're good all the way back. And there's a little spot where right there. So this is going to be tricky. There's just a little, there's the bale right there, and then right after that there's a little teeny box that's tracked. So this is a little bit more complicated. So I'm just going to use this tool right here. I'm going to select a range. From here we're going to go all the way back through there. So notice right now, this is the range it created. So I'm gonna go through that section, and I'm just going to reset that section. So now notice all these little boxes got deleted. There's no tracking boxes up here now for this whole section. So we're good here. We have the little verification box right there. And then we're good over here. So we just have to pick some spots in between here. So I'm going to go back, select this, pick my rider again, start rider tracking here. It's going to go forward and backward and fill in that whole area with the tracking. So now we're good through the whole thing. So that got a little tricky, but that's but not that bad actually. So back to analysis mode, got it. And now we have our rider tracked perfectly through this whole area right here. So Supercross scenes are some of the most complicated. Hopefully at the track, the local track, it's not nearly as complicated, not nearly as much going on. But if you need these advanced features, there they